Hello everybody and welcome back to another update log for my Minecraft survival world. So this is update number 3 now, and so yeah, it has been a little while, but that's kind of expected. You know, I do plan on doing these videos periodically. The first two were very close together. So yeah, I have played a decent amount at this point. I'm now at day 203, which has gone by quite fast, I must say. And so yeah, I'm just going to be walking through all the progress that I've made. So yes, right now I'm in the middle of building something, which is why all these resources are in my inventory, but we'll just ignore that. So yeah, as you can see, I still haven't finished this little tunnel that goes up into the castle just yet, but I am going to get to that eventually. But other than that, the other tunnels are complete. And so, yes, it's just there's so much as I've done so much that I'm just wondering where to start. So yeah, this area is still the same. I believe that all these walls weren't here the last time. Yeah, all of this was just a bunch of gravel, and now we have this entire area. As you can see, there are a bunch of empty hallways around here, and cats as well, apparently. And so yeah, I've been seeing cats all over the place. It's crazy. I think it's because I have villagers over here now. So, yes, so I'm going to probably add in rooms and such around these edges around here in these corners. Just so I'm not wasting the space, you know? And so over here, this is my exit out into the open right here. I did use some deep slate blocks, kind of the final deep slate block that you can craft, and it really looked like a garage door right here. It looked really weird, but yeah, I tried to make it look a little bit more natural and kind of transitioned it with some cobblestone right here into this more... Honestly, this place right here does kind of look like a garage, I must say. It doesn't really fit in that much with the castle above, but, you know, I think this is cool. I like this. So, I'm gonna keep it like this. But yeah, I think that these vines and kind of the dripstone here make it look a little bit better, and also the moss as well, which is pretty good. And I think I'm going to save the surface, all the progress I've done on the surface for last, but I'm going to head down here because we didn't have this the last time. So we have this entire system right here of passageways. So I'm going to head in this direction first. So these two kind of staircases head down to the same area right here. So this is my villager trading hall. It is quite large. I'm not quite done digging it out. I still have quite a bit to do. But yes, so this is a very nice area. I think I'm going to make it a little bit more detailed and just fancier when I'm done digging out the entire area and building this basic structure. But yeah, it's quite functional right now. So, oh yeah, I just put the sign here to remind me that I'm going to put all the villagers except for the fishermen, because I just don't think the fishermen's that useful, and just the spaces of the villagers is just nice that way. It's a nice even number. So yes, here we have the farmers. So I have all these farmers. This is where I get most of my emeralds from. And then I have the Fletchers over here, which I've only put 4 in. I still need to put many more in. That's kind of the case for most of these areas. And then, so here we have librarians. Now, I did get quite a few very useful books. Looting 3 right here as well from here. Okay, that's nice. But Prop 4, Silk Touch. Then we have mending. We have more mending. Sharpness 5. We have more mending. Fortune 3. Looting 3. You know the stuff. Kind of like good trades. I didn't get Unbreaking 3 though, which might be problematic at some point, although I'm not completely sure. But yes, so, and then over here I have a few masons, which is very, very nice. Very good for collecting blocks like bricks and quartz. Not so much terracotta, but it is still useful. And so yeah, this is kind of the chest where I store kind of general villager trading stuff. And so now I'm gonna head over to this area. So this is where I keep my farms. This is kind of the farming area. As you can see, there isn't that much going on here, but it will kind of expand over time. So I think right here, I'll start. This is where I built my beacon. It's a very rough cave, but this is what's giving me haste 2 right here. And so then over here, this is my iron farm. I'm gonna go into free cam mode right here. As you can see, we have the panicking villagers here. I initially had a problem where the iron golem stopped spawning because the villagers weren't sleeping, so I made this little contraption right here, that very simple contraption that just makes the block go up and down periodically. So, or not periodically, but very often, just so that they have time to sleep. And so that is what keeps the villagers spawning. And so, yes, as you can see, it has been working extremely well. I've never really made an iron farm before. I've made it once, and I've never really let it run for that long. So seeing this is a crazy sight for me. So, yes, I do have an ender pearl stasis right here. I don't know for sure if it keeps this place going whenever I'm in other places in the world. I hope it does, but I just have it there just in case. And then so I have another one right here, which also has gotten quite a bit. Now, the problem is that I think I may or may not have built these things too close together, because I don't know if this place counts as one village or not. Because the thing is that I've never seen 2 iron golems in both of these at the same time. I've never seen that. It's always just one, and then another comes, and then another comes. I think that these villagers are too close together for it to count as separate villages. So if I make more of these, I'm going to try to space them out a little bit differently so that it increases efficiency, because I built a whole new iron farm, but I don't think it actually did anything. But I guess it has more storage, but I can fix that easily. And so yes, so now here, I probably should have said what this is first. I have a pumpkin farm right here, an automatic pumpkin farm, just the standard design. And so I have this running in the background. This is very useful for trading. And then over here, I have a melon farm with a slightly adjusted design that has a crafter hooked up to it. This way, I can craft the melons instead of needing to do them manually, and it just builds up over time. And so that's very nice. And then down here, I have another copy paste right here. So yeah, it's very, very useful. I'm very, very happy with this. And so that is about it for the underground part of my base. There isn't that much more. But so now I will head up to the surface where quite a lot of progress has been done. I'm going to go to sleep. I've gotten the habit of just keeping my bed in my inventory because I don't really have a place for my bed. I just think that it's easier to just have it in my inventory. And so, yes, I'm going to head up this way, actually. So, as you can see, not much has been done so far. Although I'm looking for figuring out how to decorate the interior. So as you can see, I've been playing around with signs, bookshelves, wood, kind of different designs that kind of came up with this nice little stripped log, wooden plank texture right here, which I think is pretty cool. And so yeah, this is really the only room in the castle that has been decorated. Right over here, it's very, very just, you know, your standard stuff. But yes, so I think it's good to move on to here now. So as you can see, I have built up the outer walls. I will let you get a better glance at them soon, but I have decorated this garden. I've made a fountain in the middle, and I think that this place is really nice. I really went kind of crazy with all of the foliage and all of the flowers and all of that and the decoration, but I think that it turned out quite well. I tried really hard to make a cool pathway. I might have overdone it a little bit because I used an insane amount of blocks. What I did, I just filled up my inventory with all these different blocks that could be used for a pathway, and I just placed random ones all over the place while still trying to make it look good. And I think it turned out pretty decent. I think it turned out pretty well. And so yes, I think that this is a pretty nice area. I've been decorating the top of the castle with sort of these pillars here and lighting, and I think that it's turning out really, really well. And so, yeah, now we'll go out to the front here. So as you can see, this is where the entrance was earlier. And so I have an entrance to the castle right here. So I was thinking that I could bring out pathways kind of splitting out and then going down into this area down here. I think that would be pretty cool. But yeah, so this is a nice thick outer wall right here. I've been kind of going around the castle doing the details. So if I go along this way, we'll see we have these places continuing, and you can walk all along here, and there are entrances on the sides. And so yes, as you can see, I have decided to start building some towers to make it look a little bit more like a castle and not just a flat area. So I think that that's turning out quite well. And so now I'm going to head over this way. And so I've been decorating the side of the castle kind of with this design. I actually quite like it. And so I'll be continuing this design all around the castle, but you can only see it here because I haven't really gone that far. And so, yes, here we have the walls again. And this time we're in more of a spruce-themed area. So this is kind of the mini garden right here. I did a similar kind of path, and I decorated the... oh, and I decorated the pathway to death again. So as you can see, we have entrances going into the castle in these areas as well, which I think that when it comes to making buildings, accessibility is very, very important, which is why I'm kind of really emphasizing all of that. And so now we have this design on the castle right over here, and then this is where it stops. This is, oh boy, oh yikes, this is really bad on this side. But yes, I do also have some pale oak trees right here. I didn't actually find a pale garden. I found a wandering trader, which sold the saplings for it, which ended up being very, very nice. I'm not sure what I'm going to use the wood for quite yet. I tried using it for the interior design, but it just wasn't working out. So I'm not sure what I'm going to really do with these trees. But, I mean, I don't necessarily have to do anything, but I would like to do something. So yes, I'll give you kind of a high up view here. You can see the beacon beam right here. Excuse me. And so yes, here is the castle. From this angle, it looks pretty good because we have all the details on the side, and I'm pretty happy with it. I'm quite happy with it. I think it's going to be great when it's done. And yes, I think the final thing to show now is the top floor, which is a little bit more interesting than the second floor because I have done some work up here, and I've laid out these sections right here on all of these blocks all around here, these different rooms all around here. And so you may be wondering, what the heck is this? This is these are villager positions. I have laid out the positions for all the librarians I'm going to keep up here. Yes, I know I have librarians in the basement, but I would like to dedicate this area up here to only librarians, and I want to get every single trade for enchanted books that I can from villagers. I know not every enchantment is available, so I have all of the currently available enchantments ready with positions here. And so yes, so the different kind of blocks are meant to represent the different categories of enchantments. So for example, I believe cobblestone represents, I don't know, weapon enchantments, and then this is armor enchantments, I think, something like that. I don't know, even if I'm wrong, that's just an example. But yes, and then right here we have another very large tower, which should hopefully turn out quite well. So yes, so I believe that is it. I believe that is all I have to show for right now, but progress is coming along, and it is coming steadily. And I'm very, very happy with how this is turning out, and I think that when the base is done, it's going to be very effective, and it's going to look very good, because I'm really trying to push myself with these buildings. It might not seem that complicated, and it might not seem that impressive, but I don't usually build stuff to this quality at all. I usually just build boxes with no details at all. So this is kind of, I'm really pushing myself out of my comfort zone a little bit with this one. So yes, so hopefully you guys did enjoy this update, and I hope that you like how this world is coming along, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.